Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Sandra. I'm a teacher from Ukraine. I'm 23 years old, and today I decided that I would like to make my own Flosstube channel. So that was kind of random, spontaneous idea, and now I am a bit nervous. And also, English is not my native language, so I'm very sorry in advance if I forget some words or if I say something not correctly. To begin with, I would like to tell you about my stitching experience because, well, generally everyone tells something how they found cross stitch or how they decided that it's really their hobby. For me, it started in school. I was sick, I remember, and I could not go to school. I could only stay at home, and my mother bought me some cross-stitch pattern, and these patterns are both. Well, she bought me kits. There were no patterns that times, or at least we didn't know about that. And that was 2 kits with animals, and I do like animals, especially cats. I have a cat, so maybe she will show up, maybe not, I don't know. It's very new to me and also for her, so I don't know. But if she makes an appearance, I'm sorry. If she makes some noise or drops something, that's unexpected, you know. And yeah, animals. So I stitched 2 kits. One was with elephant and another one with lion. And that is how I realized that I love cross stitch, because it is a very calm process, and that is probably probably it's something that everyone likes about cross stitch. So I have some notes here, so don't mind if I look here, because it's my first video and I'm nervous, and I forget what I wanted to tell you, what I wanted to show you. It's only like 3 minutes in, and yeah, I lost my train of thought. So first, that is not first, that is second. So I have my best friend, Tasya, and I often send her some voice messages, and I realized that I talk about cross-stitch more and more in my voice messages, so I decided that I need to share this experience, to share something I would like to tell about my projects, my finishes, or maybe my plans, because everyone loves planning, yeah. So it's more exciting to plan than to fulfill the plan and make some statistics. So as I said, I started cross stitch kind of in the school, but then I had some time when I didn't stitch at all, and then 2 years, probably 2.5 years ago, I realized that I don't have some hobby, and that I would like to have a hobby, and I found some beading project. I'm not sure if it is a correct word, correct term in English. You know, the kit which comes with all the beads, and the picture is on the canvas already printed, and you need put the beads, and it has no cross stitch really, but you bead with a floss, right? So it kind of is related to cross stitch. And then I realized that I would like to come back to cross stitching again. I started some small projects. I finished them, and my mother was very great at finishing them, really. She made some little bags or project bags, sorry. Maybe one day I will show you. I don't know yet if it goes all fine with this video. So when I planned this video originally, I thought about this a couple of times, starting a channel, making some videos. So I thought maybe my first video will be a whip parade, because many people do love watching whip parades. For me, it's also kind of favorite type of videos, because it shows really the all things the person loves to work on. But I realized that I want to start with something little, like make little steps. And also I did found one video, also a first floss tube, and a woman there showed just her recent works in progress, and some plans she shared. So that was not a whip parade. And then I thought maybe I don't need to make a whip parade, because I have 20 whips, and it can be a bit overwhelming for me to show and tell about each project. And I have so many. Well, compared to some people it is not a lot of whips, but for me it's kind of a lot of. So I'm kind of working on reducing the amount, not starting too much, and finishing the things I have. And also I plan for 2022 be a year without new starts. I know there is a Facebook group dedicated to no new starts 2021. I don't know if they will continue to be a group in 2022 or not. So this year I thought I will not participate, but maybe if there will be possibility next year, I will join. So yeah, my train of thoughts kind of leads very far from where we started. And we started from my friend Tase, who encouraged me very much, and she supports me and she watches this video, and thank you. Also, I wanted to mention a couple of flosstubers who also kind of encouraged me. So right now I am binge watching Carla Being Crafty. I'm not super updated because I started from the first video, and now I think I'm on the 30th. I'm not sure about the number, but I have not reached like today's or this week's video yet, but still she is a very positive person, and I really enjoy her style, that she talks about her life, cross stitch, and also diamond painting. I also have a diamond painting. I have also 2 pieces painted by numbers, and I also have puzzles. So my hobbies are not only cross stitching, but it somehow ends with cross stitching. Like I plan to work on something else, but then in the end of the day I cross stitch, and that's all. Thank you, Carla. I'm not sure if you will watch this ever, but thank you for being you. And a second person I watch is Emmy, Creativity by Gitch. She is amazing. I truly believe this because it's unbelievable to me that a person can stitch this much and have so many projects. And yeah, her channel is kind of encouraging not in order to start a channel, but generally to start something new. I was on her Instagram recently and saw a picture which I also thought of today before starting this video. The picture said that you should start now with what you have, with all your fears, anxieties, but start now. So that's why I'm here doing this video, and 11 minutes in, I have not shown you any cross stitching, but I will, I promise. Thank you, Amy. Again, I don't know if you watch it ever. Okay. I'm not sure if I wanted to mention someone else. Sorry. Jemima from Rockin' Stitcher. I also binge watched her videos, and I came from the first one to the last one. She is amazing because she has so many full coverage projects, and I do love full coverage. I have 3 now on the go, and it will take years. I mean years, and you know what I mean, because I am a slow stitcher, and I'm not always dedicating my time only to those 3 projects, because other projects also need my time and attention and love, and sometimes it's more pleasant and enjoyable to work on something you know you will have a finish at least like a month or 2 months or even a year. A year is not so long, but if you have a project which is 1000 stitches wide or long, you know that in a year you will never do it. At least my speed is not the speed you need to make this huge thing in 1 year. But that's okay. As other Flosstuber Sarah Stitching Mommy says, every stitch counts. So I remind myself this every time when I think that I made no progress or I can see any progress. So maybe I should say thank you to all the Flosstubers who I ever, well, not met, but I kind of came across their videos. And some of the first videos were also not perfect, and that is fine. I mean, it gets better, you get some new experience, and yeah. So right now I will show you stitching, because 14 minutes in without a stitching, it's like too much, I think. So about the small things that you can finish, so you can finish a thing relatively fast if you stitch only this thing. Okay, do you see? I'm not sure if you see all that. Yeah, you see, you kind of see. Great. So this is my recent finish. It's only like a day, 2 days old. I finished it, and this is a kit from Russian company named MP Studio. It has no official name, at least at the coverage. There was no name written. I found some name on the internet, but I have now hard time remembering it, and I will leave the number of this kit in the description box. So this stitching I will show you again. It has cute little fox in a blanket, and I actually do have like a sister piece. Yeah, yes, that's a correct expression. A sister piece. So this is like a new year because Christmas in July happened to my life. I don't know why, but in July I decided that I would like to actually do something New Year related. Sorry, that was unexpected. But if I show you like this, yeah, you can still see. Okay. So this is not very big compared to my hand. Yeah, so it's not very big piece. It only took me 4 weeks to finish it, and there were a few things that really annoyed me in this piece. At first, I decided to go from the center, and then I went to this side. So I stitched, how do you call it? New Year tree? Yeah, I think so. So I stitched all the New Year tree, and I was so annoyed that it took so long. Because I didn't want to stitch a tree. I wanted clearly a fox. But I decided to be a good girl and stitch something not so exciting at first. So I stitched this tree. It is quite confetti heavy. Well, there are no single stitches, but I lied. There are some single stitches, but not many, and that's okay. But when you are used to electronic charts, and then you need to use a paper chart. Of course, I use a highlighter. I'm not sure how people can make something without a highlighter and use a paper chart. I know some people do, but I can't personally. So I marked what I stitched already, but it still went very slow because when you have a chart in Pattern Keeper or Cross Stitch Saga or other program you use, I personally have both, but recent experience showed that I prefer Saga because well, it has more functions I enjoy, and it is really a topic for another video. But I really want to stay on one topic and tell about this finish. So at first I stitched this New Year tree with all the decorations, and then when I reached the top, I realized that all the background is stitched in half stitch, and I don't like half stitch. I know it looks good on it looks good because there is kind of contrast, yeah, contrast between stitches which are made with 2 strands, and half stitch. This background is made with 1 strand. So I know it looks really good, but when you are in the middle of doing it and you have a lot of background to go, it's not so enjoyable for me. And then I finally finished the background, and I had only fox to go. And this blanket, red and white, yeah, it really shocked me because there are some blends. Well, overall, I expected this to be some project with less number of colors, but in the end I'm very happy with the result, and I want to have it fully finished before New Year and have it near my New Year tree, but I'm not sure if I will have one, but just somewhere in my house, some New Year piece. It will be lovely, I think. So in some parts it was very easy to stitch this, because generally when you are, for example, one moment, when you are, for example, in this area, it is also stitched with one color, or if you are in the belly of fox, it is all stitched with white, so it is not a big deal. But with all the blanket and also this lights, I'm not sure how you call it, sorry. So it's kind of not usual for me to work without electronic pattern, because I'm used to it so much. And then I made the back stitching on the fox and realized that I still have a thing to do, that I need to do this string. I'm not sure how good you can see, but it is made, it is stitched with a blended with two. Okay, so you generally you need to take one black strand and one white strand and twist it, and with this twisted blend you need to stitch somehow a straight stitch, and I was not sure how it is even possible, and I was very worried that the ending result will disappoint me, but in the end of the day it is, I think, good, and it is a new experience. So yeah, this will be ironed and washed, and I will get it to my mom, because she is responsible for fully finishing my things. Yeah. So that was the first piece. Yes, 23 minutes in, and I showed you one piece. So can you example if I would make a whip parade? How long that would take me? Hours? I don't believe anyone will watch this video. Okay. I mean the whip parade. I still hope that this video will be good enough when I rewatch it, and that I decide to put it on YouTube. Okay, so I showed you my recent finish, and now I will show you my recent start. So August is my birthday month, so of course I could not stop myself from having a birthday start. I had birthday start last year, it was a full coverage as well. I'm not sure about the year before. I know that I already stitched, but I don't think I had a birthday start. Well, I had a start maybe a week before my birthday that year, and that time I was pretty much monogamous stitcher, which I'm not now, but it's still fine, you know. I hope I can reduce the amount of whips at least to 10 and call it good, because I'm not sure if I will ever be able to stick to 3 full coverage projects only, or 3 full coverage and 1 small project, but I'm not sure if even 10 will ever happen. Okay, so this is my recent start. Okay, that one looks very good in the camera. I mean, you can really see that it is a leaf, and in real life I don't see such contrast. So that's a good thing when you make a video. Some things show really pretty. So this is Heroine collection by ZAnnaCrossStitch from Etsy. So I bought a pattern maybe like 3 or 4 months before, and I had pretty all this time I had to prepare to buy some flosses, but still here I am, and I didn't buy any like flosses for whole project. So I think I will just go as it goes and buy some DMC. Sorry, I can't stop looking in the picture because it looks so great. It is always like this to me, because when I see my finished projects or like progress projects in Instagram, I can't believe that I made so much progress and I stitched it. I really did something from nothing. Well, at least, of course, you have materials, but like if you have some floss and some piece of canvas or fabric, you still need to put some effort to make something, and that's amazing. It really is. So, okay, I already am forgetting stuff. So this was 14 count Aida, and this one, Heroine one, is 25 count, and this is the second time I'm stitching 1/1 full cross on 25 count Aida. Is it Aida? Not sure. I know that it is easy guide, that it is Zweigard, I believe, but I could be wrong. I never remember the things. I'm awful at remembering things like this, because well, I know the count, and not in all of my whips I know that. Just this one is 990 stitches long. Yeah, so it is very huge, and I don't have any problems with having a huge project, but I already have 2 very large projects, and also this one is kind of different because it is a bit pixelated, not in the bad way, but in the way where you want your stitches to be smaller, and then the ending result will look better. But of course, you can do anything you want. I know that some people stitch heights on 10 count Aida, and it is perfectly fine. At least you can see the stitches and work maybe for a long time on the project. So this project was started 12th of August at midnight of my birthday, And let me check the progress. I have it right here. And of course I forgot to put it in my paper with notes. Okay, here is my application. And I will insert the image of finished project right here, I think. Before I started to film this video, I checked, and the program I downloaded can insert a picture, like which will take half of the screen. Okay, but to be sure that you saw something, I will try to show on my phone, but I'm not sure how it is working. Okay, I can't even show on the phone the whole thing. So that is how it looks. I'm not sure you see. So this small leaf at the top is the thing I stitch now, and it is pretty much finished. I only have some more green blocks to go, and then I will have some big piece of black, and then probably I will start a rose, but I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on this, because the next time I show you this project, I can tell you that, oh no, I want to go cross country over the whole piece with black, because I have, like, let me tell you, I will now, yeah, I have 248,930 stitches of black, and I'm not even sure that I told you the numbers correctly, but it's a lot, you know. So I'm not sure if I will want to do this all black in one piece. Like, when you stitch with black and other colors, you have like some periods when you stitch some blocks of color, and then when you have confetti. But if you stitch only black, you will have only confetti stitches left. And yeah, it is like a painting book, but when I started this project, I did really believe that I will do this cross-country extremely, like one color finished, and then I can start a new one. But then I realized that I can't, so I only reached the beginning of where green should start, and then I was like, yeah, definitely I will start this green. And luckily I had the green color needed in my storage. So as I'm not organized stitcher, I have not all the floss here, but I have 2 boxes. It is for now, and as soon as I will finish the second box, I will buy the third one, and then the fourth one. And how many boxes you need to have a master set of DMC? I'm not sure, but yeah, I am always lost. You see, I lost my thought again. The idea was to tell you the progress on this. And the progress is 1,508 stitches, which I made in 2 days, which is, sorry, not 2, 10, 10 days. And this progress is quite good for me, I think, because it means that I made like 150 stitches each day. So I think that's a good progress. Because I don't stitch this every day, although I plan to do this like 100 stitches a day piece or something. At least I saw in videos of other floss tubers this method works. Like I know it works in the meaning that you have some work and you make it every day, and then although you made like 30 stitches or 5 not 5 sorry, 100 stitches, and then you like have a good progress after a week or two. You have some progress you can see, but I'm not sure how I will realize it. Not realize, I meant something different. Sorry. Okay, I'm not sure how to do this in my life because I have a work like 12 hours shifts, and when I come home I'm not always wanting to stitch. Most of the times I just want to have some rest, sleep, and then after I wake up I can stitch, of course, but not immediately after I came back from work. Okay, so I showed you this one, Heroine's collection. It will be a great long adventure and I'm very excited about it. Okay, so I have 2 more pieces left to show you, and we are 37 minutes in. Okay, so I will show this one. Sorry, it is kind of wrinkled because it is work in progress and I don't iron when I'm in the process of stitching. Yeah, you kind of can see this piece. So these are my dandelions. I do really love dandelions as flowers, and here is a finished piece. So as soon as I saw this chart, this kit, because this is also a kit, it is stitched on 14 count Aida. It has 21 color and it is relatively small, 92, I think 92 is the width and 110 is the height. And you will ask me why I'm so organized because here it says all the information. Right here it says all the information. Maybe I should do such a list for each of my project, and then I can just tell you how many colors or how many stitches are in that particular project. But if you really want to know something, you can ask me in the comments. I will try my best to answer. And also I will try not to remember. Words are hard. I will try not to forget to put names and information in the description box. So this Dandelions project I decided to be my travel piece because it is relatively small and it has not many colors, and also it has no blends, which is kind of good, and also it has no half stitches at all, which is also good, and it is 14 count Aida, which you can see good even when the lighting is not so good. So this project needs a lot of love. I started it on in May, I believe. Maybe. Well, I remember that it was a worldwide Dandelion Day, but now I can't tell you correctly when it was. I have this cute little thing, monthly planner. I started a year quite good, but then I stopped writing things down. But this one was planned a way ahead. So yeah, it says here 13th of May. So 13th of May was my start, and look, it is so little progress, and this thing wasn't even there yesterday. So this flower, I'm not sure how you call it. I don't know the term, sorry. But this thing wasn't even there yesterday. I did it tonight at work. So yeah, it will be very nice and beautiful project, but it needs some time and love and attention, as all of my pieces. But it's really good to see something at last. Well, surprise, surprise, if you stitch something, it gets some progress and you can see something, because yeah, in this project it really means a lot to make backstitching. But backstitching is quite hard here. So I didn't mention it about the fox, but backstitching there is quite easy, and I would say that it is more intuitive, like intuitional. I'm not sure, sorry. I feel like I'm butchering the language, but I'm really trying my best. And I believe that if I practice more with you, I will maybe remember some words, or maybe I will learn some new words from your comments. So I don't know. But I was telling you that in Fox you made backstitching very easily, because it was not hard to count like 2 squares above, or like 2 squares above and 1 on the left, or something like that. But if you need to put your needle in the middle of a stitch that is already there, or if you need to put your needle in the how do you call it? So generally you have like this square, and you put needle, for example, in the very middle, but at the top or at the bottom, or left or right. So it means that you need to make a hole which is not there. And that is why it's probably better to make such things on even with not Aida, but this pattern. So first of all, I didn't know that it had such complicated backstitching before yesterday, because I just fell in love with this piece. I bought it and I started it, and before this morning I didn't know that I have such complicated backstitching in my work, but now I know. But anyway, I could not replace fabric here because it is printed, it has a picture already, and when I finish, I'm sure that it will be very beautiful, and it will match like flowers and fabric and the background. And the good thing is actually that because you have printed fabric, you don't need to stitch actual background. So I hope this project will see a bit more love. And now we are coming finally to the last project I wanted to show you. It is in the hoop still already because I'm working on it. Okay, so this one, it is Pomegranate by Little Stitches. It is a Ukrainian designer, and she sells her designs in Instagram, and I do believe they are a little pricey, but this pomegranate really was really my thing, I believe, and also my mother wanted it, so I decided I will stitch this and gift her. She knows about this project, it's not a secret. Actually, she wrote a designer and ordered a kit, and this kit came with 18 count Aida, and I decided to replace it because this project has no background, and when you have no background and you want to frame your project, I do believe that it's better on even weave. Of course, it's not like I forbid to stitch on Aida. I do love Aida, and it's hard for me to count over one. And there are some miscalculations sometimes when I put my thread over one when I needed to do over two, or I put my thread over three and I still needed to do over two. So it can be hard to work on 36 count instead of 18, especially on this fabric. It's not even. I hope when I stitch this I will just forget that it was hard to work on this. And also the thing that shocked me is that when I stitch my Heroine collection, I stitched 10 days and I'm still at 0.22%. So I'm not even 1% done with this project. And one evening, actually it was the same evening I worked on Heroine collection, but later. Well, my eyes were tired from 25 count, so I decided to go 36 count. Don't ask me. It's like, I can't understand it either. But when you stitch 36 count, it's kind of 18 count, so it should be better, but in the reality it's not, but still. So I switched to this project, which I don't usually do, switching between the projects. Like, really, I mostly stitch one project like whole week, whole 2 weeks, and then suddenly I lose my interest in this project and I decide to start another one or take another one in my rotation. So I don't have actually a rotation. Well, I have one project which goes with me to work, and one project which is at home mostly, but everything can change. I can stitch at home the same project, or I can switch my at home project like any moment. So what happened was I stitched whole evening on Heroine collection, and I hoped that I will reach 0.25%, because it is at least something. You can tell that I made 1/4%, and it is something. But when you tell I made 0.22%. It is basically nothing. And it took me 10 days. But on this project, I just made a couple of threads and then, of course, some more. But in the total, I believe it was like 350 stitches. So it was 7% of the whole piece. And that was just so shocking for me, because on one project I can't make 1% in 10 days, and here I make 7% in just one evening, not even trying. So yeah, this beauty is 36% done. I'll show it again because I really do like it, how it is coming together. And these are like blank spots for now. I will stitch them later. And also it will have like a slice of pomegranate, like the one with the seeds. So yeah, it is 37.7% done. And now I will try to show you in my phone how it will look like. But if the picture is not so good, I will also insert a picture of finished project right here somewhere. But let's try to do it with the phone. Okay, so with this one, I do believe you can see kind of well. Yeah, so it will have leaves, and actually leaves are calling to me right now, because in stitching application you can see how many stitches of a color you need to complete it. For example, in this project I have 43 stitches left of green color, or 87, so it goes with a really long strand in the kit. Yeah, I will even show you. Sorry for a mess, but it is kind of very long strands, which I partially love and partially don't love, because it's cool that you don't need to rethread your needle often, but it's also not comfortable at the beginning to work with such a long thread. So this one has 19 colors, yeah, and it is stitched on 36 count, which I actually chose myself, but now I will know better and I will choose probably another brand of fabric for 36 count, or maybe I will not use 36 count at all, because I'm really enjoying working on Aida. I have my full coverage pieces on 18 count Aida, and it is perfectly fine for me. So I'm not sure if I will replace again in some other project, but maybe, who knows. So that was all my stitching for today. I'm really grateful that you watched this video. You made it so far, 53 minutes. Yoo-hoo! I didn't expect this to be so long, and I'm sorry that it is so long, because, well, I'm not sure if people want to spend almost an hour to watch some random girl. And it is my first Flosstube, and I think that went good generally. Okay, so I have not came up with any interesting ending words, so I will just wish you happy week, happy end of August, end of summer, and yeah, bye now. Happy stitching, guys.